Hey guys, how's it going? It's Ollie here from CryptoVest.com. Today is the 3rd of October and we're going to be looking at Bitcoin trading against the US dollar. We have one-day candles in front of us right now. An interesting time for Bitcoin. You can see it's actually reaching a nice consolidation. Very recently, actually, we've just pipped back over the $6,500 mark. Resting here, literally just... No, we're resting pretty much bang on it still. A little bit backwards and forwards. It's unclear where it could go from here. There's a few good signs. We're still waiting on the Bitcoin ETF to be approved by the SEC, but there have been some other promising signs come from other areas in the news, and particularly a global head of Chicago-based crypto trading unit, Cumberland, says that institutional buyers like hedge funds have actually recently replaced high net worth individuals as the top crypto buyers in the last few weeks. So some promising news that maybe institutional money is just now entering the market ahead of some sort of big development, and we're kind of hoping that this bullish pennant that we can see here is actually going to break bullish. If we look at it over 4-hour candles to begin with, you can see it's actually starting to bounce off the support and maybe looking to retest the downtrending resistance. The bullish pennant is kind of characterized by increasing lows and decreasing highs. We're reaching consolidation around this level. It's still unclear where it's going to go. It has come from the bottom, but it could really go either way. I mean, look at Ripple recently. It's down 3.3% against Bitcoin, even though it had a new announcement from Banco Santander that they've started to integrate RippleNet, and obviously they had their San Francisco Swell conference a couple of days ago. So it's unclear. The market doesn't seem to be following the news at the moment, and you'd expect Ripple to be one of those coins that's performing well, but unfortunately it isn't. So it's unclear where this is going to go right now. We'd like to see it break through this this resisting sort of area and then break in, then maybe test the downtrending, long-standing downtrending resistance, and then push on. And obviously the $6,800 mark will be a key area to consider going forward. Let's scan back to one-day candles, have a look at some indicators. So, like I said, $6,800 mark is always going to be the main resistance until it breaks through here. From there, we've got the $7,400 mark, which was a key area. I mean, that's where we peaked before this really strong bearish period ensued. And then from there, if we can actually manage to break through these two levels, then 7,700 seems to be like a realistic next resistance. But looking at the MACD indicator, you can see that it's, I mean, we're not too bad. I mean, the 12 MA is still above the 26 MA. We are starting to dip towards that now, and then maybe in the next candle we'll see whether that will pass bearishly through it or whether it will continue up into the signal line. But we could still see some strong buying pressure actually push that back above the signal line. So it's not too bad here. But more interestingly, if we look at the Bollinger Bands, you can see that we're actually starting to constrict, and the Bollinger Bands usually do this when there's times of low volatility, and whenever there's low volatility, it usually goes to high volatility, back to low, back to high. So it's constantly expanding, constricting, expanding, constricting, and right now we're constricting. So we're hoping that very soon, it's coinciding nicely with this bullish pennant, that we'll actually see the asset expand, well, increase in volatility. Whether it'll be bearish or bullish, we're not too sure. If it does break bearish, then obviously we've got this danger zone below at the well-renowned 6,000 to 5,800 dollar support beneath. If it does break through that, I mean, if you look overall, we're still tracking inside a bearish descending triangle pattern. So if we do fall back down to here, it'll sort of satisfy that pattern still. And then if it breaks bearish, then we'll be maybe looking at this falling wedge as well. But for now, it's kind of all eyes on this pattern, and it's going to be difficult to see where it's going. If we look at the Ishimoku indicator, we'll get rid of the Bollinger Bands for now. You can see some promising signs. So we've actually got a bullish crossover between the TK Sen and the Kijun Sen. If we remove the candles, you'll probably be able to see that a bit better. Yeah, so you can see the Tenkan Sen's actually crossed over the Kijun Sen, which is a good sign. We had like to see the asset pass through this cloud, so this is kind of the area we want to see it happen right now. Ideally, the best case scenario would be for us to travel through the cloud, through the bullish pennant resistance, through the downtrending resistance, past the $6,800 resistance, through the cloud, and then up. And that would be a really strong sign, obviously, that the Bitcoin is finally starting to make a strong bullish move. Alternatively, we could be hampered by this resisting Kumo and continue downwards. It's really anybody's guess, and it's going to be, we have to watch this closely over the next day or two to see which way it breaks. And fingers crossed, momentum can continue. We may hear some more positive news about the asset in the next couple of weeks, which will really help drive it through, and we'll get a bullish breakout from here. But for the full TA, guys, and all the rest of it, you want to head over to cryptovest.com. The link will be in the description. And yeah, like and subscribe. Cheers.